Just arrived at the venue about, looks like I'm about an hour early, which is unusual for me, but also probably quite a good habit to get into. I had to do battle with the M25 this morning, which actually was pretty pleasant. Yeah, so I'm just going to sit here now, try to relax and get my thoughts in order. Maybe go over the presentation one more time in my head, some of the key points, the key things that I want to make sure I get across. And then it'll be all systems go in about an hour when people start arriving at about 8 o'clock. I'll be back in later on to let you know how it all goes. Right, well, I just driven back to Tame, having given my little talk this morning over in Walton on Thames, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how it went. The speaking agency, Diana, had done a little feedback form for people to fill in at the end, and there was it was really good to read all the nice comments. It's always nice to read nice things that people say about you, but there were some really specific things that people had felt worked well. That's always useful to know. It's kind of lovely for people to say, oh, lovely talk, really kind of motivational, but actually when people pick up on specific things, then that's sort of an encouragement to do more of the same. But also that there were a number of comments that came back as to things that perhaps hadn't worked so well, which is, I've been a member of Toastmasters, the speaking club, for a number of years, and one of the big things that they encourage at Toastmasters is to get specific things that you can work on as well, because really that's the only way we can grow. If people only ever tell you that you're doing something really well, then you never really know how you can improve. Other than just trying to do more of it and hope that it's working, hope that people are being genuine. But when people give you specific suggestions, then it's worthwhile taking note and saying, okay, well, first of all, do I agree with that? It's an invitation. You don't have to agree with it, or we don't have to take it on board and say, right, well, I must change this. But at the same time, it is an invitation to maybe make some corrections, make some changes, and to experiment with different ways, different approaches. So in that respect, I had a really good session. Spoke for about 40 minutes and spent a good hour or so afterwards as well, talking to people who had taken time out of their day this morning to come along and attend. So I'm happy with the way it went. I think that the next stage really is, for me, well, I need to have a proper meeting with the agency, what their thoughts were, but also to start pulling together some of the kind of the core topics that I'm speaking about. Today was about resolutions and personal standards and being able to kind of inspire and motivate yourself rather than having to rely on external sources, which is sort of really appropriate for this time of year. But it's that talk isn't something that I'll be kind of churning out over and over again. So I found it a bit of a bespoke talk, if you will. Yeah, I think if I can get a number of stock subjects that I can speak about and then bespoke to different audiences, that's probably going to be an important step for me to take next. And then obviously to keep on pushing and letting people know in my own network what it is that I do, and how I may be able to add value to any events that they have in the offing. So there we go. Well, I was going to say glad it's over. I'm glad it went well. I actually really enjoyed being up on the stage there. The next focus now, and I haven't got much time to kind of rest on my laurels here. I've got another big talk next weekend, next Saturday over in Dublin, my Momentum seminar, which is a whole day beast, which I'm really looking forward to. Again, very excited about this, but I'm one of 3 presenters for that one. So the next thing really is for me to get absolute clarity on what it is I'm going to deliver at that. I've got the framework, but I want to make sure that all the components of it's a 2-hour session with a break in the middle. Make sure that it's exactly as I want it to be, so I can go there with confidence and again enjoy the session. And I'll keep you posted with how things are going there as well. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll speak to you later. Bye for now.